Boston Scott, his first carry, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Liz. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 59 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Scott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Rodgers. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin dances by him. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Keep it skinny. Load it. Load it.
Rivers on 1st down. Now a hit, and has lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That's fine. Yeah. Zoom. Hurry up.
To throw again, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Charger offense making their way back out there as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Load it! Q. Go!
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On 2nd down now. Scott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's fine, yeah. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
On 2nd down, Scott. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, go orange 5-4. White! Load it! Load it!
Following the interception here, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Load it! Load it! White! White! 5-4.
Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
319! 319! 319!
On play action, Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Hurry up!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Set! Delta! White!
Final play of the half, Rivers. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, landing NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
12.
Second down, Rivers. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying. And we are tied.